Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Psych Legal Pop Podcast. This is a podcast where two sisters talk about popular culture through the lens of an attorney and a therapist. I am Brooke Brigham. I'm the attorney.
And I'm Tess Brigham. I'm the therapist.
And we are here today doing our Sister Wives Rewind. We are on season 11, episode 9, A Shocking Revelation.
Yeah, I found this episode fascinating. Really fascinating because on many different levels. One being that I do remember in real time when Leon came out and how that got picked up by the media and the news. And I had never really seen the scenes of them coming out. And I do feel for Meri. I really do feel for her. Like, I think, I know that Meri got a lot of pushback from people, but I feel for her in that sense. But the other thing about it that was really hard to watch is how Cody was really there for Leon, like how this bond and him talking about how I would never reject my children. You know, I would never not love my kids. And I was like, oh my God, you know, just knowing what his relationship is like with all his kids. But, you know, we know for a fact that he and Leon are not speaking. Yeah. So it's just hard to watch this like, oh my God, you know, how did we get here?
It is. Something happened to Cody. We know, I don't know if it was COVID. I don't know what it was, but it's a bridge too far. So here we are. Leon has asked all of the parents to get together. They're meeting at Christine's house.
Yeah, in her library.
Yes, her library, where all the hard conversations happen, apparently.
Yes.
And so all the parents are there. Grandma Annie is there.
Yes.
She's living there at this point. And Leon is very nervous. And Christine is trying to push and get them to say, what is this about? And Christine thinks that Leon's going to announce that they are moving back to Las Vegas and going to UNLV. It's like, no. So they're all gathered there, and Leon, again, doesn't want to sit down, is standing in front of the parents. Everyone is sitting, and they just blurt it out, and Leon says, I'm gay. And there's kind of a moment of silence, and then Janelle laughs, and she's like, oh, honey, I thought you were going to tell us you had cancer. So this is great. And, you know, the first person who's on her feet to go hug Leon is Annie.
Yep, I saw that. And I'm like, if anyone knows what it's like to, like, because you get the sense that Annie just looked at them and was like, welcome. Now you're here with me, you know, living our truths.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we forget that Annie left Christine's father when Christine was a teen. And that was unheard of. And Christine was, you know, upset with her for a long time. But obviously they made up. I love Annie. She's salt of the earth. And then Robin is the next one up on her feet. And then
Janelle's happy, but she's not standing up.
She's not jumping up or anything. And so while the other people are up hugging Leon, Cody and Meri, they are just sitting there. And they both look pretty shell-shocked. And so Meri seems very upset. Cody just seems shocked. Because after the shock wore off, he did start to talk. Mary's just kind of silent. She doesn't know what to say. She's in total shock. And the thing that she is the most shocked about or upset about is that Leon didn't tell her first.
Yeah.
And that Meri had no idea. And it makes her realize the rift between them is maybe worse than she thought.
Yes.
Because we already saw a couple episodes. Leon is still upset with Meri over the catfishing incident. And Meri wanted her to just get over that and move on. And now we've added this layer where, again, Meri wants Leon to just even more so, get over all this and move on. And so that's...
Well, yeah, it's fascinating to watch because, Cody keeps pressing Meri to get over the catfishing, but Meri won't. But Meri wants Leon to get over it. And, it's we have a hard time when it's other people.
Yeah.
Their struggles.
So Leon starts to kind of give a little background here. And they say that it's always been there. This knowing has always been there, but that they pushed it away, and that all their life, their biggest fear was being gay because they were told by her church. She said not by her family, because Cody said, "Oh, by us," and they said no. The church primarily taught them that, and other family members of theirs taught them that was the worst thing that could happen to you. Or worst thing that you could be was to be gay, and it was evil. And then she became homophobic because she was so scared to reveal this, and what would happen if she revealed it. And actually, Meri is holding Leon's hand for a while as Leon is telling this. So there was some connection there, but Meri is literally just staring at Leon, and it was awkward. And Leon said that if they had stayed in Utah, they don't think that they would have ever been able to come out. So again,
if they hadn't married, if they hadn't moved to Vegas.
Right. If they'd stayed in Utah and didn't move to Vegas.
So it was the combination of moving to Vegas, and then because Leon then went back and went to school in Utah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that Westminster College is in Utah. Yeah. But those formative, I guess it was the last few years of high school in Las Vegas was enough, I guess, to... Yeah, well, and then they talk about how there was also a class that Leon, like women in sociology or something, and they heard a woman in the class talking about, it was called Psychology of Women. That was the class. And a classmate told Leon that she was gay, and Cody's like, "You didn't know the friend was gay?" And what a weird question to ask. Cody says a lot of weird things here. And then Leon just had this feeling, oh, that means that I could date her. And then, this is just kind of came out of nowhere. But Janelle was saying that she didn't know anyone in their church who has come out as gay. I thought that was saying a lot.
Well, yeah, you're not allowed. You're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You'll be thrown out.
Yes. I mean, so why would anybody?
Right. Well, and that's another thing that when they got to Las Vegas, they still had those weird church services in their living rooms sometimes. But I feel like that didn't last very long. I feel like they kind of stopped doing that. And as the kids got older and more independent, they started thinking for themselves, and they really weren't, the older kids.
Well, yeah. And the other part of it too is, even though the family may not have said anything at home, you get this message from your church, and your family is in hiding because they feel so strongly about their religious views.
Leave Utah.
Yeah. So I think that's the other one too, is sometimes adults think, well, we didn't mention it at all, you know, but it's like you not mentioning it. Yeah, that was you contributing to making it worse. Because if the only message Leon's getting is from church and you don't share an opinion, and then they're going to go with the
right. You don't contradict it.
Yeah.
No, it's true. But then Robin, of course, just to bring this back to her, she tries to equate Leon coming out as her having to come out as a polygamist.
Yeah, I thought that was odd because it's a little different, a bit different.
And Cody, throughout this whole session, has no shoes on, and he's got his bare feet just kind of like up on, you know, he's got his one leg up on the other, kind of cross. Anyway, it was very distracting to me. His bare feet were
he's always wearing like a long sleeve shirt and jeans and flip-flops. Do you know what I mean? And it looks so odd because it's like, well, wear shorts or wear a short sleeve shirt.
Right. I mean, I love flip-flops. I wear flip-flops on the daily. But it just looks
like with a long sleeve dress shirt. Looks a little odd.
No, it's a little weird. And then Cody asks, did you have a lot of crushes on girls though? And Leon says, yeah. And he says, a lot? And it's like, Cody,
oh my
stop.
God.
This is embarrassing. Yeah. And Robin asked what happened. And that's when she tells Robin about the Psych of Women class. And, you know, I just kept thinking, number one, this is very brave.
Yes.
Leon to be doing this on camera.
Yep.
And was very articulate about their feelings. And it's like, wow. I mean, because at this time, how old is Leon? 20, 21, maybe? I mean,
20. I think 21. Because we see them drinking in a scene later on. So 21, 22. They're born in 95, and this is show started. I want to say this is like 2016, 20. Are we in 20?
I have no idea.
95, 20. Yeah. So this has got to be like 2017-ish.
2016, 2017. And again, you know, Meri feels bad that they weren't close enough for Leon to just tell her. And let's see, did Leon say this? Robin was the first person who told them that it was okay to be gay. And the first person that they knew who had a gay friend. Robin had a gay friend. So who knew Robin was so open-minded in this community?
Well, and Cody mentions this, right? Where he says, having 18 kids, Robin and I were talking, and one of my kids will probably be gay, at least one. And, you know, obviously Robin, I mean, I don't think Cody had ever thought about that until maybe he started talking to Robin about it. I don't know.
Yeah. No, Robin looked real good in this episode. And so Cody finally gets up, gives Leon a huge hug and says, "You're safe with us."
Yes. That was the moment where I was like, oh my God, you know, just he kept saying that my children will always be safe with me. My children, I was like, it's very upsetting.
Yeah. And Meri even says that Cody has a way of connecting with Leon that she doesn't. And he has a way of making Leon feel loved and safe. And they had a very close relationship. So that's hard to watch. He says, on my watch, my children are loved no matter what. I love you and you are safe.
Oh my gosh. What happened, Cody?
I know.
All right.
So, now, where are we now? So, so I don't know if this is the next day or a few days later or whatever. Meri wants to talk to Cody about all of this. And Robin is there to, be the Cody interpreter, because she has a way of being able to talk to Cody that Meri doesn't. And they come over to Mary's house, and she starts arguing about where to sit. She's very verklempt, she's very out of sorts.
Yeah.
And let's see, we see Cody talking about how, Robin had a lot of gay friends, I guess. And he was maybe a little uncomfortable with that at first. And she, I don't know, she somehow was able to get to him and convince him that there's nothing wrong with this, because he was talking about how it's condemned by the scriptures, which is not true. Maybe they're crazy AUB scriptures, but I don't know what scriptures he's talking about. And he says, this is his famous line where he says, "I love and God judges." And he says, it's not that we're excited about this or excited that Leon is gay. It's just we're excited that they are free and safe in this family. So that's all very,
Yeah, I mean, I felt for Meri, because I think that it's very easy to look at this and go, what's Mary's problem? Why is she? And it's like, nothing in Mary's life has turned out at all what she thought it was going to. She thought she was going to have 6 or 7 kids. She did not think she would just have one. And yes, having one put a lot of pressure on Leon in ways. Like Leon probably got advantages in some ways, and it was also pressure, in other ways. And so, yeah, it's hard when, so then you had one kid and you put everything into this kid. And, when you are pregnant and you give birth to this child, you have thoughts and ideas of like the future and what they're going to be doing and what they're not going to be doing. And you try not to get too attached to it, but you do, when things go by, you do realize like, oh, wow, like my son never had a high school graduation. There's a little bit of like, oh, okay, I wonder if we'll have a college graduation. Like, you just, you, and it's not like she's not mad. She's just like, she had a vision. Yeah. She had a vision of what she thought her life was going to look like. And at every turn, it's not. And I think that I bet you anything, when she was helping run that wedding with Maddie, I think all she did was think about Leon. And when Leon walks down the aisle, and I think she got so attached to that she could not get out of it. And I think that like, I'm amazed she did this on camera. I mean, part of me felt like, God, can you guys just let her have some time off camera for a while and just let her process this? It's not that she doesn't want to accept Leon. It's just, she's just not, this isn't what she thought. And on top of the fact that she feels like, oh, I'm a terrible mother because I didn't know this. I'm sure, like I have one child, and my one child had this big thing going on, and I never knew. What kind of parent am I? I mean, I think I think it was a lot of shame and all of that.
Yeah, I mean, she's just coming off the catfishing thing.
Yeah.
Leon's already upset about that. And then this comes out of nowhere. And she talks about how disappointed she is, because in her mind, she's not maybe thinking this through, but she's thinking that Leon's not going to get married or have children. And she said she always wanted a son, and she thought that Leon's husband could be her son. And she's looking at, Caleb and Maddie, and now Kelsey and Tony, and, the relationships that they're having. And so she's just jumping to that, not thinking. And Robin's the one who's like, you can still have weddings and babies. And Mary's like, well, how do you have a baby without a guy?
I know, that whole thing is weird. I'm like, you two did visit like a fertility doctor at some point. I mean,
exactly. You were going to do in vitro fertilization. You don't understand how this works.
But I think, again, it's back to, I think Meri had an image of her mind of holding Leon's hand while Leon's giving birth. Do you know what I mean? Like, the walking down the aisle, doing this, doing that, like she just had this vision, and Meri gets stuck on things. I mean, she does. You know, she has a hard time letting go. So she gets stuck on this image, and that's what she was really just trying to figure out.
Yeah. No, I get it. I totally feel for her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm right there with her. I have a young adult daughter. I don't know if she's going to get married. I don't know if she's going to have kids or how many kids or where she's going to live or if I'm going to be around. You know, I don't know any of this stuff. So I cannot get stuck in my head, some vision that, oh, you know, I'm going to live, we're going to live near each other and I'm going to take care of her kids and this and that, you know, the way that our mom did for us. I don't know. She could move to Europe, you know, I mean, that's how she is. She could go in, anything could happen with her. And, you know, so yeah, that's really hard because as a parent, you are so used to being able to control your child's life for so many years and having to let go of that and accept that things may never be the way you want them to be ever again. You have no control over that. And the only way to maintain a good relationship with your child is just to go with it and be like, okay, you know, whatever you do, I'll try to visit you as much as I can or, you know, whatever. Yeah. So it's rough. It is right. I do feel for her.
And she's also, I think, you know, she grew up in this very religious, traditional family. And I think that's why, I think it's easier for us to all go, well, of course, Leon could get married and have babies and do all this stuff. But I think Meri she just grew up thinking one way. Like no one ever introduced Meri to other alternatives besides marrying a man and having babies. And I think that's the other part of it too, is just how maybe sheltered she was growing up. So
yeah, very, very much so. And, you know, living in these communities with people who are doing all that stuff. Okay. So, So Cody, well, this was kind of, I thought.
I mean, Robin helped her. Cody was pointless.
He didn't help. He said, Meri needs to be light and fluffy for a while.
Oh, God. It's like, because you know what it is? It's like, God damn it, Meri. You have taken up all of my attention that I'm going to give you for the last 10 years from this catfishing thing. Do you know what I mean? It's almost, he's annoyed. He's annoyed that now she's having a problem with this. Now I got to be here for her, this, you know? Ugh.
Yeah. Cody says, Leon belongs to God. We are here to love and protect them. Okay.
So interesting we have these opinions about your children at this stage, Cody. Because you don't think that your children belong to God. Now.
Yeah. I don't know what he thinks, but it's it's got to be very painful. I mean, I'm not trying to be a Cody apologist, but he's lost his way.
Yeah.
He's really lost his way. And I don't know if he's going to be able to make it back. Okay. Well, now we're switching gears. The whole family is going to go to Brian Head, Utah. And they couch this as an opportunity to get to know Tony better before the little kids go back to school. Okay. That's a lot of pressure on Tony. I mean, why?
I don't know, but I don't think Tony cares.
No.
Like these two, they have
he does not care what people think of him.
Yeah. Christine and this whole family, they're getting all worked up about this whole thing. Mackenzie and Tony could care less about them. They're like, just sow those flowers, you know, we'll see you at the wedding. Like they just don't care. They don't. Christine feels like I need to accept him. And Tony's like, I don't need you to accept me. I don't need you. I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't need you to accept me.
Right. Yeah.
Which is new for them, I think.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Psych Legal Pop will be right back after these messages. So they go to this huge, it's like a resort, like on top of a mountain. It's beautiful. And really, this is the kind of house the Browns should be living in. If they all wanted to live together, it's perfect. It's got all these bedrooms but see, they don't really want to live together. don't want to share a kitchen. But yeah, there's this one big like industrial kitchen and all these bedrooms and a lot of space and the outdoors, and should be perfect for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about how it looks like a plig house because I guess in these polygamous houses, it's just these houses with long hallways full of bedrooms, which is what this was. But they also have a couple of yurts on the property. And so Cody is doling out where everyone's going to stay. The boys are going in the bunkhouse. The girls will stay with their moms. And Janelle and Peyton each get their own yurt. Because Peyton is so tall that the only beds that will fit him are in the yurt. And Janelle, she lived in a teepee. She wanted to recreate that experience.
I don't know, Janelle, is there fishing at all? Right. We go fishing later. So she's got to be right there for the fishing.
But then Maddie and Caleb, they speak up. They want a yurt because they want their privacy.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, well, maybe we should give the newlyweds their privacy. And Peyton's like, yeah, you can have my yurt. You notice Janelle didn't offer up her yurt.
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay. So Leon is sitting on this deck overlooking this beautiful, scenery of trees. And here comes Meri to have another talk. And it's so awkward. And this is where Meri really unloads.
So this was the moment where someone like Robin should have said to Meri, we can keep talking. Go talk to Nancy. When you just support Leon, don't. Because no, this was like, Meri, you're not ready to have a conversation. Because anyway, keep going. But it's painful. Yeah.
Meri is, how do I describe this? I mean, she's grilling Leon. And she's coming off as being just desperate, totally desperate. Like, please love me. I want you to love me. Please tell me everything is okay with us. Please tell me. This is what's in her mind.
Yeah.
This is what she wants. She's so, she was anxious before after the catfishing. Now she's really anxious.
Yeah.
It's like she's worried about losing Leon. And it's like, well, if you keep doing this, you're going to push Leon away. And I thought that Leon actually really held it together and was patient and tried to, say what they felt, and which was kind of like, okay, give me some space. This is, you're pushing me away, essentially. And Meri is just pushing. She won't stop. Like, she'll stop talking for a minute and then she starts up again. And she wants more information, and Leon doesn't really want to share. And it was awkward. Awkward as awkward can be. It was painfully awkward. And Meri's just digging a hole.
Yeah. Very, very awkward. And she kept going back to the whole, like, about marriage and how are you going to have babies and that. It was just a little bit like, oh, no, we should not be going down there. Yeah. this is a part where I feel like her sister wives and other people did her a disservice. Like, someone should have sat her down and said, if you want to, if your goal is to preserve your relationship with Leon, then this is not the time.
This is not the way to do it.
And again, but I don't know if that's production saying you guys have to have this conversation when we're at the top of this mountain. We're paying for this house. So you two are going to have this conversation.
Yeah. So finally the conversation ends, but it was painful to watch. So now the family is kind of roaming around the property and they find this amphitheater.
Yeah.
Which was
this section was so weird. Yeah.
It was a little weird. And they bring up that Solomon has been talking about how he wants to marry his mom.
Because he loves her the most.
Yeah, which is sweet. And
Mhm.
I don't know if all little boys go through this or not.
Yes, they do. Boys are real weird with their moms, I'm telling you. Because trust me, my son, if he could marry me and kill my husband, I think he would.
Yeah. And so someone gets the bright idea that they could have this wedding here in the amphitheater,
Mhm.
and Solomon could marry Robin. So the family all gathers, and, they pick some flowers for bouquets, and they have some, people or bridesmaids or whatever, and they do this mock wedding.
Mhm.
And
But who was the officiant? Truly.
Truly, that's right.
was the officiant.
That's right.
And did a really good job.
She did. She did a great job on the fly there. And Cody almost seems jealous. I swear to God. I mean, I know that sounds crazy.
No, I'm sure he is.
Yeah. And he kind of tries to make it all about him.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And someone can come for me and tell me I'm wrong, but boys and their fathers, there's something about that. And yeah. Boys
it's a competition?
It does. Yeah, it's a different kind of thing. But yeah, there is something there about and about, the attention of this mom.
Yeah, well, so Robin walks down the aisle.
I'm amazed she did this. Do you know what I mean? I'm kind of surprised because this I thought was very odd. I don't know if we should be promoting this idea of, I understand it's all cute and this and that, but I don't know. That I thought there was something about that children shouldn't be playing marriage and all of this when they're young or something psychological. I don't know.
Yeah, very Freudian.
Mm-hmm.
Robin does seem a tad uncomfortable with it, but she does it. And so Trudy is saying, huh? Trudy, did I call her Trudy? Sorry, Truly. Truly is, doing the vows, and she says to Robin, "Do you take Solomon to be your wedded husband?" And Robin says, "Yes, for 1 hour."
Yes.
So not for eternity, but for an hour. And so then, yeah, they have the little ceremony. It's cute. They walk off together. Okay. All right. So Tony and McKelty are making molitas for everybody. And so McKelty has been learning how to cook different Mexican dishes, and Tony's mother is teaching her. And so they're making molitas for the whole family. And this seems like a test of some sort. What if one of Christine's tests,
Yeah.
Because we've got to see what is Tony like in the kitchen and how is he going to handle this and what is he going to do? And Christine admits that she's still nervous just to be around them. And this really shows you that Christine, at least, and some of the other Browns, they're not comfortable with people from other cultures.
So do you think that's what do you feel like their ambivalence towards Tony has got to deal with that? Or you think I always felt like it had more to do with McKelty. Like they just didn't have a lot of faith in her. So they wouldn't have a lot of faith in the person that she picked. But maybe you're right. Maybe there is something more there.
I do think there is a little bit. And not that I'm not trying to say that they're prejudiced or whatever, but I mean, when you think about it, they've lived such an insular life for the most part. And Christine was raised in, ultra conservative AUB polygamy. And she really, I don't think she has had a lot of exposure to people from other cultures. And, and part of Tony's, part of it is just Tony. Tony is Tony. But also, like in the wedding planning, there's a lot of cultural things that he wants incorporated. The tacos, the 4,000 tacos and the piñatas, which they just think is wacky, crazy, but it is that's Mexican culture. It's, all these little things.
I love it. These people that are all married to the same man think having a piñata at a wedding is wacky.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the other part of it too. It's like, you all want to be accepted by people and not be judged for your religion. Like, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a real double standard here. So Christine is she's micromanaging in the kitchen. She's hovering, and they've got all the stove burners on full blast. And they put a baking sheet on there, and it's burning. And Christine's like, "Oh, no!" And then I also noticed Tony is kneading this dough for the molitas on the counter by the sink. I'm like, I hope he wiped that counter down. It just seems I'm a little, OCD with some of this stuff. Brianna's mixing guacamole with her hands, and everyone's like, "Why are you using your hands?" And she's like, "Tony told me to do it this way." And he's like, "Yes, it's a cultural thing."
Well, as long as her hands were clean.
Yeah.
I hate to be the one to tell you this. At restaurants, they do this. I mean, I think they're wearing plastic gloves, but like,
it's
a common technique.
It is true. And so, and McKelty is grilling the meat. She was,
they looked good. I never knew molita. I mean, I'd seen it on menus. I think I've even had it, but I never knew it was like basically a quesadilla with meat inside.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, it looked delicious.
Yeah.
And McKelty's very proud of herself. She's like, "Babe, did I do it good, baby? Did I make the meat good?" And
God.
It's a little cringy.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm becoming such a Mexican's wife." And it's like, okay, slow down. Slow down, McKelty.
Yeah.
And she does that in her social media too. She does all this stuff about, this is the Mexican way. Or, you can tell you might be, if you do this, you might be a Mexican's wife. She does those kind of posts all the time. So, and the siblings like Tony, you know, they think he's funny and fun, and
nobody has a problem with Tony besides Christine.
I know.
I don't get the sense that Janelle or Cody, listen, Janelle and Cody, their issue was about money and timing. Like you are the only one that has a problem with him.
Yeah. And I remember in the beginning, Christine was saying that when McKelty was with Tony, she didn't recognize McKelty, that she was just a different person. It's like, yeah, Christine, she's happy. She's happy now. That's why you don't recognize her, because you all made her feel like a piece of shit. And this man accepts her for who she is, just the way she is, and he loves her. That's what's different.
Yeah.
Christine.
Well, and it's also possible that maybe Christine is starting to feel like there might be this level of jealousy or resentment towards McKelty of like, why can't I be loved like that?
Yeah, you have a real husband. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not, my partner doesn't treat me this way. So.
Yeah. No, I think it's very true.
So.
Very, very true. Okay. So, Christine says, after the whole molitas are, everything's a success, Christine says, okay, I'm convinced she can go home now. I guess she accepts Tony now. Tony loves McKelty, even though she's crazy, because he's crazy too.
Oh, God.
God. Okay, so then Robin has to talk Meri off a ledge. They're sitting in the gazebo, and she's trying to make Meri feel better, and she's comparing what Leon is going through to the terrible twos. And Meri says that Leon was a perfect teenager, and, now they're being strong-willed and stubborn. And it's like, well, Meri, Leon was hiding who they were when they were a teenager. They were trying to, be what what they thought they were supposed to be or whatever, I don't know.
And I don't know if, like, how is Leon being stubborn because Leon's not willing to forgive you so quickly for the catfishing stuff? I mean, is that the issue? Because this is where I feel like Meri kind of went off the rails. Like, I was with you, Meri, but like now you're trying. I mean, I guess she cannot admit to herself. Meri can't admit to herself that, the reason why my relationship with Leon is not good is because of me. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Yeah. Meri just wants this all to go away. And Robin gives her some very good advice and says, don't try to process your emotions with Leon.
Yes. Thank you. She's very right.
She can see that Meri just desperately wants to sneak back up into the house and find Leon and corner Leon again about this. Because she just wants this to be, she's so uncomfortable and she just wants it to end. And she's going to end up, effing things up.
Well, and I think this is one of Meri's issues is that I think that she has a hard time sitting with uncomfortable feelings, sitting with discomfort. And I think I think this is a lot of the stuff with Cody, where probably when they were fighting, she probably was one of these people. It's like, I want an answer now. Answer me. Answer. Like, some people need to have everything out on the table and then other people need time to process and they usually marry each other. And so I get the sense that she might be a little bit of a bulldozer with some of this stuff. And she's just mad that, she can't bulldoze Leon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That maybe you could do that when Leon was a teenager.
Right.
So.
Yeah, not anymore.
No.
Okay, so then we learn that Maddie and Caleb have moved to Laramie, Wyoming to go to the University of Wyoming. Cody says that Janelle also has a man crush on Caleb.
Oh.
So there's some competition there. So this is just a few months after their wedding. So it's in between their wedding and McKelty's wedding. So then the older kids all go out to dinner together. So Logan and Michelle, I guess, drive out there to meet them. So then it's Logan, Michelle, Tony, McKelty, Aspen, Maddie, and Caleb, and Leon.
So wait, Logan and Michelle, they weren't on the vacation? Did I just miss that?
I guess not, because they show up and then when they were leaving, they're like, well, yeah, we got a long drive or something. Yeah, so I think they just drove up for the day.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know how far this place is from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But, and then we find out Logan is the first person who Leon told.
Yep. And that tells you everything that you need to know. Who is the daddy? Who is daddy?
If there was any doubt, now we know.
Yeah.
And then, the dinner, it was interesting. I can't remember what they talked about, but they Michelle and Logan do talk about how they're not even really thinking about marriage right now because they're both still in school and I think they both have master's degrees and so I think they're just talking about marriage and life and
but we seem to be real okay with Logan having this girlfriend and she can come for Christmas and she comes here and I don't think they let them sleep. My guess is that probably when they're staying in their home, you probably don't let them sleep in the same room, but they're living together, all of this stuff. But we're fine with that. Yeah. We have no problems.
Maddie and Caleb were living together right before the wedding. So whatever that's about. Okay, now Janelle is very happy. They're going fishing.
Yes. Oh, Janelle's like, finally, something I want to do.
Yes. So they're all fishing and, Caleb's happy, Cody's happy. Janelle is happy. And I thought this was really cute because, Truly really wants to catch a fish.
Mm-hmm.
And she did catch a fish. And Caleb says, "Oh my gosh, you caught a fish that was bigger than mine." And, they let Truly think that was true. And it turned out Caleb hid all of his fish so that Truly would think she caught the biggest fish, which I thought was sweet.
Yeah, Truly was very excited.
Yeah. And let's see. I just wrote down here, Meri again saying my kid doesn't want to be with me. I don't know who she's talking to. I'm just kind of over this.
Well, at the dinner with the older kids, did you see that Leon was drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Aspen was drinking. Logan and Michelle, Aspen was drinking. Yeah. So it was a little bit like all the kids that were over 21 were drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. Which is very normal to have like a beer or a glass of wine with dinner, but it's just so surprising to see. But I think there was a lot of, everyone was asking, I just remember everyone was asking Leon a lot of questions about things. And, so, and again, I wish Meri was here to see sort of maybe the better way of asking questions, because the issue was that everyone's asking questions to better, the siblings are asking Leon questions to better understand Leon and what Leon's experienced and how Leon feels now. Meri's asking questions because she's worried about herself. And I think that's what Leon's picking up on. That makes them so mad. Like, this is just about you.
Curiosity. Yeah.
And you're not curious because you're curious and you care about me. You're curious because you want to know how this is going to affect you and your ideas and goals and how, the level of our relationship, like how tight we are.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I just wrote down the adults are reminiscing about the kids when they were babies. So, yeah, I mean, they're not babies anymore. All this stuff about, they talk about what Leon was like as a baby. And so, yeah, it's the circle of life.
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's about it.
All right.
So, quite an episode. A lot of information.
Yes. A lot of information.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. We are going to continue on our Sister Wives Rewind until the next season starts, which hopefully will be soon, in the next month or two. And so we do these come out on Thursday. Yes. On Tuesday, we have documentaries, true crime topics. When this comes out, I'm not sure what the latest one will be, but we did an episode about the Lindsay Clancy case. So check that out if you're following that case. It's a very sad case, but interesting. And if you want more of us, more content, please check out our Patreon. We covered the Idaho college murder, Brian Kohlberger case, the new documentary on Netflix. And we have a lot of content on Patreon. And we're on social media. You can support the podcast. We would really appreciate it by subscribing and also giving us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. That would really help us out. So thank you so much. We appreciate you for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.